video of, whoa, that's so fast. Well, anyway, so I'm back at the metro station, and you may be wondering, where am I going today? Well, I'm going to a special place, north of downtown in Chicago, called the Ukrainian Village. Much like Chinatown, it has a lot of Ukrainian food and lots of, souvenirs based on different stuff that you'll find in Ukraine. There's a certain racial divide that you can see between the two stations. Right now, both platforms are fairly empty. Well, actually, this one's not very empty, but I was gonna say there's a certain racial divide where, the people on this side tend to have more white Caucasian people as well as some Asians, whereas that side is mostly black because the train that's headed southbound away from downtown towards some of the, well, let's just be honest, some of the poorer parts of Chicago in the far south are majority black. So if you take a careful look at each station when the trains are coming, you could see that divide. That divide very much exists. Intimate apparel. Interesting. So we made it to the Ukrainian Village, and here is a place, a Ukrainian restaurant called Old Lviv. You can see they have it in both in English and in Ukrainian. So you have Old Lviv and then the Ukrainian words for Old Lviv. So let's check it out. Old Lviv, let's go. By the way, I just want to mention that Lviv is the name of a city in western Ukraine. So that's what this restaurant seems to be named after. And on top of that, behind us we have both the US flag and Ukrainian flag. Actually this is an old flag that has a crest on it. It has like a golden crest on the corner, which is quite unusual because usually you can see the crest on the top left corner, but usually the modern Ukrainian flag has no crest and it's just light blue and light yellow. But I don't know, maybe it's an old flag. Very cozy. Hello? They have the flag and everything. So you can either order food or you can do a buffet. So I got a couple items from the buffet that I thought looked good. And I'm gonna check just to make sure I'm getting these names right, because right now I don't remember what most of them are called, if I'm being totally honest. And they don't really want me to film the buffet. But yeah, basically, so this is gonna be like some sort of meat with onions. This is actually meat stuffed inside of a potato, which I've never had anything like that before, so that's pretty exciting. And then this is cabbage, some sort of cabbage, but I'm gonna have to check what it's called. The cabbage is super good. Almost like, excuse me, what's the meat stuffed in the potato called again? Zrazy? Zrazy? Alright, let's see how it tastes. Quite sweet. Let's see the meat inside. Ooh. So the meat is quite soft. Very good. The meat has a very soft texture and almost blends into the potato quite well. Can't get enough of this cabbage though. The beef is quite good too. It has quite an unusual taste. Quite savory, but definitely softer than it looks. I just want to take a moment to appreciate the sort of calm jazz piano in the background. This is the meatball soup. Lots of onion in there, very good. And then this is the brought some bread as well. Brighton Beach, okay. Let's try the meatball itself. It almost tastes like a turkey meatball. Like, I don't know what kind of meat it is, but it tastes like turkey. It's like very light, quite savory, but different kind of savory. And the most iconic dish of them all, the pelmenis. It has meat inside, full of oil, very, very good. These onions though, these onions are absolutely top notch. Oily, but in a good way. So I just came out of the restaurant of Old Lviv and it was very good. And so I guess this is more the busy part of the Ukrainian Village. I think back there we were a bit further west, so now we're kind of more in the place where, you know, there's more shops, more things are happening, so let's check them out. Chicago stands with Ukraine.